Hello and welcome to the University of Law. In today's video I'm going to give you a very quick retrospective of Doctor Who Unbound, Doctor of War, Genesis, and I'm doing that because the week ahead, that's the week commencing the 26th of September 2022, is the week we are getting the next box set along. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, this is going to be the second of two box sets, but who knows, we may get more. What I love about this is it really shows how Big Finish are just branching out and really running with the Time War theme. It was referenced in the Cyberman two-parter of David Tennant's first full series that there used to be many universes, which since the Time War had been closed off. So why not have, to quote the Marvel Cinematic Universe, why not have a multiverse of madness in Doctor Who? And this is what we've got here. What I just love about this box set is just the pure kind of nostalgia to the whole thing, and how it really, you have to be a fan to get this set. Obviously, we've got the Master, we've got Narvin. I'm sure when this box set came out, or at least when it was announced he'd be in it, we thought that Narvin was dead in our timeline. At least that's what we were kind of led to sort of think. Of course, we now know that he's back in the Gallifrey Warham series. But at this point, we thought, well, maybe all we'll be getting now is an alternative universe Narvin. But of course, what's great is this has got the Colin Baker playing an incarnation of the Doctor, where the Fourth Doctor actually succeeded in destroying the Daleks in Genesis of the Daleks, and it plays around with the what if concept. For those who don't know, Doctor Who Unbound is Doctor Who without the rules. There was a great run of Unbounds back in 2003 to celebrate Doctor Who's 40th anniversary, and you'll be pleased to hear that the Big Finish podcast today announced that you'll be able to get a bundle of those original releases in a nice little download set this week. So I definitely recommend those. Really lovely run of stories, and as I say, the premise is what if the Doctor never left Gallifrey? What if the Doctor never got exiled to Earth? And you need a real knowledge and a real love for Doctor Who and its lore and its history to kind of get what they're doing, but it's a really rewarding series. And this is particularly interesting because it's the only one I'm aware of, other than the Valiard one, where we've actually got an actor who did play the Doctor on screen doing an alternative Doctor. But the main callbacks in this really are, it opens with actually Tom Baker and Sadie Miller and Christopher Naylor playing the Fourth Doctor, Sarah Jane and Harry, doing a word perfect, performance pitch perfect copy of that scene, the famous Have I the Right, except this time it ends in a divergent timeline where the Doctor does press the wires together and ends up losing both Sarah and Harry and regenerating straight into the face of the Sixth Doctor, except now it is a warrior, the Doctor of War. Doctor of War, of course, being a callback to the 12th Doctor era, where it was referenced as one of the War Doctor's nicknames, the Doctor of War. And what kind of happens from there is we go from a callback to Genesis of the Daleks to a callback of Night of the Doctor. We basically replay Paul McGann's regeneration scene, but with Tom Baker. And instead of it being John Hurt, it's Colin Baker. And of all the Doctors, the Sixth Doctor is probably the most likely to kind of, be similar in sort of style to the War Doctor. But it's really interesting. And what's, spoiler alert here, we get cameos from lots of different Sixth Doctors from the multiverse, where he's trying to hunt them down and make sure that he's the only Doctor left in the multiverse. So, the Time War range has been just gone from strength to strength. What I love about Big Finish with the Time War stuff is they started with the obvious. The first few releases did what we were expecting. We got, what happened to Romana and Ace and Leela in the Time War. We got things like, how did Rassilon get resurrected? It answered all the obvious questions. How did Davros go from being the Emperor Dalek back to being Davros as we know him in his familiar form from Stolen Earth? It answered all those questions, and they could have left that for the finale, but actually they thought, you know what? That's the stuff you know about. We're going to get that out of the way, and now let's really explore the possibilities, the temporal possibilities of a Time War. And this just came out of nowhere, and it was a really welcome release. So I'd recommend this. I'm not sure whether you have to listen to it or not to buy the new one. I definitely recommend you buy this and listen to it. But if you can only afford one and you're looking to buy the most recent one, obviously I'll be listening to the new release when it comes out this week. I've listened to the preview on the Big Finish podcast, and it sounds amazing. But obviously, once I've listened to it this week and the physical copy arrives in the post, I'll be doing a review that you can check out on the channel. If you want to taste, obviously, that opening passage is available. The first 15 minutes is available on today's podcast, which is available on Big Finish website or on the usual podcast suppliers such as Google Podcasts. If you scroll back through time, you can get a preview of Doctor Who Genesis of War, the first 15 minutes, which has the full Tom Baker regeneration scene that I just spoke about. So, yeah, if you want a taster, go for it, and if you like it, I definitely recommend the rest of the set. As I say, just loads of fun callbacks, to keep every fan interested. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in future. Thanks for watching, and speak soon.